They want us to divide this quartic by this linear factor. Now, there's two ways to do this. Because it's linear, I can either use synthetic division, or I could always use long division. But because this is linear, I can use synthetic division. So let's do that. I would put a 1 in here, and I would take my coefficients, but here's the trick. What coefficient do you not see here? 0, x squared, and this is what people usually forget. They have to hold the place. You have to put the 0 in there. If you don't put the 0 in there, you're going to get the wrong answer. So let's do synthetic. You ready? 4 goes down. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 1, 2, 2, 8, 8, 3.
Oh, I actually did that right.
There's your answer. So your answer is, let's put your variables back in. That's the constant, that's x squared, and that's x cubed. So this answer right here is going to be 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 8 plus 3 over x minus 1, because the remainder was 3. Alright, let's do long division now. Now this is a little bit trickier for most people, but let's just go ahead and do it anyway. 4x to the 4th minus 2x cubed. Again, don't forget to put the plus 0x squared in, because it has to hold. You want to make sure you're holding that place. Alright, now here's how you do long division. This divided by this goes up here. So 4x to the 3rd goes up there. And now this multiplies both of those, and please use parentheses. If you don't, you'll make a mistake. So this is 4x to the 4th minus 4x to the 3rd, and I'm doing what with this? I'm subtracting it. And now, please, again, use parentheses, and then don't forget to distribute it in. See how that turned into negative and positive? So these go away, which is the whole reason I put that there. And adding down, I get 2x cubed, and you can bring the rest of it down if you want now, or you can just bring it down as you need it. Okay, so now again, this divided by this is what? Positive 2x squared. Multiply this by both of those and put it here, and please use parentheses, and you're subtracting that. So that's 2x cubed minus 2x squared. Distribute the negative in. Plus, minus, plus. Gone. 2x squared. Bring the 6x down, plus 6x. You could also bring the 5 down. We're not going to use it yet, but bring it down. It's not a bad idea. Let's do the same thing. This divided by this is what? 2x. So plus 2x. Multiply 2x times x minus 1. You get 2x squared minus 2x. And I'm subtracting that. Distribute the negative in. See how minus plus. Gone. 8x minus 5. I'm almost there. Divide this by this. What do I get? I get plus 8. When I multiply it out, I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to write it over here. Minus 8x minus 8. I'm subtracting that. So again, distribute the negative in. Negative, positive. So these 8's are going to cancel. 8x's, I should say. Negative 5 plus 8 is what? Positive 3. That's my remainder. So it's positive 3 over x minus 1. And you'll see that that's the exact same thing that I had down here. Obviously, it was much easier to do synthetic division. But you can't always use synthetic division. For instance, on this problem, you can't use synthetic division because this is not linear. So you have to do that same process. So let's do that again. Let's write in the number that's being divided, or the polynomial that's being divided. Let's write the x squared plus 2x plus 1 outside, and now let's go through that same process again. And I'll do this somewhat quickly to not bore you, because this video is becoming long. X to the 4th divided by x squared is x squared, multiply by all of them, put them in parentheses. So it's x to the fourth plus 2x cubed plus x squared. And I'm doing what with all those? Subtracting. So distribute the negative in. Negative, negative, gone. Add down negative 3x cubed, negative 4x squared. And again, you could bring these down if you want. Plus x plus 2. I like to do that just so I don't have to keep looking up to the top as I go down. Alright, this divided by this is what? Negative, don't forget the sign, 3x. Negative 3x. Now I'm going to do what with that? Multiply that into all of those, put it in parentheses. So negative 3x cubed minus 6x squared minus 3x. And now I have to do what with all those? I'm subtracting them, so what do? Plus, plus, plus. They all turn into positives. That's gone. I'm adding straight down now. This is 2x squared. This is 4x. And then bring the 2 down.
Is this the same problem you gave me?
Yep.
Oh, I did it totally wrong.
And now I'm going to do what? Divide this by this, and what do I get? Plus 2. Multiply. What do I get? 2x squared plus 4x plus 2. Hey, look at this. What happened? When I subtract, what happens? Gone, gone, gone. Which means what?
0.
It means this is a divisor, or is a factor of this. It means it goes into that perfectly, which is nice, because now I have 2 quadratics, and I could do what with each of those quadratics?
Factor them.
I could either factor them if they factor, or if they don't factor, I could at least find the zeros by using the quadratic formula, or completing the square. And this actually does factor. That factors into x minus 1 and x minus 2. And this one factors into what? X plus 1, x plus 1. So guess what? This graph right here, I know what that graph looks like. I know that that graph looks like negative 1, there's a 0 there. I'm sorry, positive 1, there's a 0 there. Positive 2, there's a 0 there. And negative 1, there's a 0 there. And it's a double root, which means it bounces. So my graph, I know, is going to go through, bounce. I know that's what my graph's going to look like. And that's the value of being able to factor an equation. So I did more than what this equation was looking for. I took it to the next level, but I felt like I had to take advantage of that opportunity.